What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered on a Sunday morning, relaxing. And next thing you know, I get all the members of this channel and subscribers and friends and everybody hitting me up about Diddy making an apology on his Instagram. So everybody wants me to talk about it, so I'm here to talk about it. That's what we do. First things first, man. Salute to the Unfiltered Nation and the Unfiltered fam. Salute to all the members, subscribers. Salute to the moderators, the mod squad. If you're new around here, man, we'd like for you to consider to sub the channel. Run the likes up for your boy, man. Hit that like button. Helps the algorithm, helps this channel grow. Be an active participant over here. And tip your bartender, you guys. We gonna talk about it because that's what we do over here. It's unfiltered. We're gonna talk about it. But for those of you guys who do not know, Diddy came out with an apology. I have the audio. I'm gonna let you guys hear it for yourself. Okay, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna let you see the video. But there, if you're interested in seeing him in the flesh, as far as social media is concerned, there's a video that you can definitely watch on his channel, on his Instagram page. But I'm just gonna play the audio and let you hear it for yourself. Okay, let me go ahead and set it up, and then I'm gonna play it for you. I'm gonna play it right now so you guys can actually hear what the man had to say. Let me see here. There it is.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Did you guys hear that? Okay. That's that right there, man. Let's see how y'all feel about that. For those of you guys who did not hear it well, I played it, and maybe I'll play it again in a little bit. I'm just gonna read the transcript of what he said to you guys, so you guys know. What salute to all y'all out there, man. Here's what Diddy said in that audio you just heard, and I'll probably go ahead and play it so you guys can actually see it. Maybe I'll do that in a little bit. But this is what he said. So one day after the video was released that appeared to show Diddy beating his then girlfriend Cassie in a Los Angeles hotel, the music mogul decided to take responsibility, saying he's disgusted with himself. Okay? So here's what he said. It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times of your life. This is Diddy talking. Sometimes you got to do that. He said it was fucked up. I hit rock bottom. I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. And he said, I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted when I did it. I'm disgusted now. And I went and I sought professional help, and I had to go to therapy and go to rehab. He said, I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry. Quote unquote. Now, there's only one problem with that. There's only one problem with that. He did not reference Cassie in that apology at all. He did not mention her name. He did not say and I'm sorry to Cassie. That's how you know it's fake. That's how you know it's for the. That's how you know it's for the gram. What they say, stunting for the gram. That was for the gram because it was on Instagram. He's sorry, but he's not sorry. He's not sorry to who he did it to. He's sorry that we all saw it. He's sorry that he has been publicly humiliated. He's not sorry to her. He did not mention her at all. He mentioned himself. He mentioned himself. You got to understand, there's levels to apologies. He's sorry, but he's not sorry. Okay, like what we used to say when we used to say this in second grade. When I was in second grade, we used to always say, "Sorry, didn't do it. You did." Man, I'm 6 years old saying that, not really understanding the ramifications of what I just said. Sorry, didn't do it. You did. Why are you mentioning sorry? Okay, you did it. He did not mention her name at all, bro. He spent an entire minute talking about he feel how he feels about himself, okay, which is egotistical. Instead of you talking about the victim and apologizing to her publicly, you talked about yourself. And just to let it be known, that to me it made it look worse. It made it look worse. You shouldn't even have came out, dog. If you're not gonna like I said, man, if you're gonna go half-ass, don't go at all, bro. Like, if you're not gonna go hard in the paint, don't even be down in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Why do you even get on here, dog, with a sad ass face and apologize for something that you had no intention on us ever knowing? This video is 8 years old, bro. And the only reason why you're talking is because the entire world saw you do something that you have been accused of for a long time. Okay? And now there is insurmountable not physical, but pretty much. If using your eyes and vision is physical, because if you're looking at something, I think that that's an action. That's a physical action that I'm actually seeing a video. That's not grainy. That's in 4K. That's in one of the most security oriented hotels here in Los Angeles, where I'm at. The Intercontinental Hotel hosts presidents. Every time the president comes to town, that's where they stay. So you apologize to all of us, but the person who you ran down the hallway with in a towel. Now him running down the hallway in a towel is a skill. Okay. I'm a man. It's hard just to walk around with a towel around your waist and try to tie it up and just walk around, bro. Luckily, I'm married and I got my kids and my son or whatever. If it falls, it falls. It is what it is. But for him to be in a full sprint, you got to understand, this brother was in a full sprint, whether he got out the shower, he was dripping wet. Probably that's when it happened. That would have been the perfect time to bounce. He jumps out the shower. He grabs a towel, not a robe, a towel. And has that towel, that towel is snug. He's running down the hallway, dog. Okay. Sees her, she's picking up her stuff, because the elevator is opening up. I'm just using common sense. Why would she be bending over to pick up her stuff? She's picking it up to adjust it or whatever because the elevator's coming. He grabs her, flings her, does all the stuff that he did, and at no time, then grabbed her by her hair and drug her down the hallway, and at no time did the towel do nothing. That's a skill, bro. That's somebody who knows how to tie a towel when you get ready to do something, though. When you getting ready to do something like that, you know how to tie your towel up, bro. I don't have that skill. Okay? But with that being said, he wanted to apologize. I think he felt that he needed to apologize, and then he says, "I'm not asking for forgiveness, but I'm trying to be a better person every day." But I'm like, okay, well, what about the person you did it to? Okay, that's the key. Okay, how did that happen? How do you get to the point where you you apologize to everybody but the person you did it to, bro? It's not looking good. It's not looking good for the diddler, bro. Okay, it's not good looking good for the diddler. But Cassie and his has not said anything, but her lawyers have definitely came out and said some things as well. Her husband came out with a statement, and I think it's best that she doesn't say anything. You know, I really think that it's best that she doesn't have anything to say. She shouldn't have to talk. The victim shouldn't have to be talking. Okay, but there's a lot of people that have to be answered to. As far as what's going on here in Los Angeles, the Los Angeles news, the news has reported here that the LAPD has came out with a formal statement, as well as the district attorney here, and they made it clear that there will not be any charges filed on Diddy. The statute of limitations have lifted. It's gone a long time ago. And at the end of the day, man, there's nothing that's going to happen to him as far as criminally here in Los Angeles. Okay. But there is a lot of other things that can happen. There's a lot of people talking about a RICO case being filed, that the feds are putting together a case that if he gets a RICO charge, their success rate on RICO charges is 90%. And I think what a lot of people are missing here is that just because the state or the city doesn't do anything, you got to understand there's three branches of law enforcement in this country. Like a lot of people, like I'm seeing people on here, you guys are saying things that are just ridiculous. But hey, if you want to, if you want to jump out in traffic and get hit by a semi truck, it's on you. No one's gonna be crying for you that you were dumb enough to do that. We're just gonna look at you like a dummy, okay? But you have the city level, you have the county level, you have the state level, and you have the fed level. As far as here in LA, what happened here in Los Angeles, the city of Los Angeles, they're not going to prosecute. The county of Los Angeles, they're not going to prosecute. The state of California, they're not going to prosecute. Okay? All right? But the federal government, that's a different story. Because the feds override everything. If you break a federal law, it doesn't matter if it's legal here. Like perfect example. Marijuana dispensaries and all of that stuff is legal in the state of California. It's legal in the city of Los Angeles. It's legal in all the counties in California. If you have a legal dispensary that is registered by the state of California, it's legal, but it's not legal federally. So that means that the feds can come in and close any dispensary at any time. Okay? So that's the point. The point is, just because it's legal and they're not going to do something on a local level or a city level or a state level or a county level doesn't mean that the feds won't come in. If something has been committed across state lines, if crimes, sex trafficking is what people are alleging, the drug mule guy, who just got off, who is not going to jail. Okay, 25-year-old guy who had drugs on the plane that Diddy was on. Like, they're just putting together that RICO fake case, that racketeering. Okay, so like I said before, just because it's what it looks one way, and you're not astute enough to understand that they don't have to get them on this, they can get them on something else. That's for you guys to find out later on down the line. And if that does happen, and you over here flapping your gums, acting like nothing, that it's all good in the hood, let's see if you come back around when if this is going the way that everybody's saying it's going. Okay, so that's the point. The point is, man, is that at the end of the day, we understand. He's only apologizing, and why apologize for something if you did all of that and it was all good in the hood? If it was all straight, you worked it out with Cassie years ago. You went to rehab, and you went to counseling, and you paid her $30 million, and that's your apology. Then why are you apologizing to us? Because, come on, man. There's sense and there's common sense. Common sense isn't so common. That's why you got stupid people saying dumb stuff. Doesn't make sense, dude. If the person you did it to is already what's been forgiven and forgotten and has been paid off, then why are you on your social media page? Nobody asked you to apologize. Nobody seeked an apology from you. Nobody demanded an apology. You went on your own volition, fired up your social media account and your phone, and you pushed go, and then you started apologizing to us. What are you apologizing to us for? Since it's not important and it's everything is the way you guys said, it's not, like I said before, like he's trying to salvage what's left. There's nothing to salvage. Nobody is gonna buy anything. He doesn't own Ciroc anymore. Nobody's buying any vodka. Nobody doesn't own DeLeon tequila. Nobody's buying that. Nobody's buying any records. If it isn't any old jams like my boy Notorious B.I.G., if it isn't before 2005 or something, hey, dude, it's not going to happen. Okay? I was at the mall yesterday. I was at the Beverly Center, which is, one of the most prestigious malls in Los Angeles. Was there yesterday. Guess what they were playing? They had a fashion show out there. Guess what they were playing, dog? They were playing All About the Benjamins. Loud. They're playing all about the Benjamins, bruh. You would think that after all of this, they wouldn't be playing it. It's a bop, bro. It's a hit. It's a classic. I didn't see nobody complaining. I didn't see nobody telling them cut it off. I didn't see nobody offended, because that music, bad boy music, from the 90s all the way up to the mid 2000s is part of hip hop history. It's ingrained in the culture, bro. And everybody was bobbing their head to it like they always did. All right. So that's not changing. He's going to be on playlists. You're going to hear the music. The music's not going anywhere. Okay. But anything after 2016, it's over. Okay. It's over, bro. And all he can do is hope that the feds do not have enough evidence to try to prosecute on a RICO level. Because look at Young Thug and the Slime Crew out there in Atlanta. Young Thug was arrested 2 years ago. He's been in trial for 2 years, okay, for racketeering. He's nowhere as big as Diddy. Diddy's a billionaire. Nowhere as big as Diddy. Diddy been on top for damn near 40 years, okay? If they'll do it to Young Thug and his crew, what do you think they'll do to somebody who's sitting on a billion dollar net worth on Forbes? Okay. So I just see a lot of people out here, man. A lot of people, it just goes to show you that if it doesn't happen to your family, doesn't happen to your mother, your sister, your cousin, your friend, your girl, your baby mama, y'all don't care. You're gonna say what you say. But then again, karma don't have no type of, it don't have no love. That's why you got to watch what you say. You got to watch what you type. That's what you got to watch. What comes out of your fingers, what comes out of your mouth, all of that. Because we're not going to be there when it catches up with you. We're not going to be there, dog. This should be a hint to everybody. You gotta guard your grill when you're out here in this public. You got to guard your grill. But a lot of you guys think it ain't going to happen to you. But you know what? It'll happen, but we won't be there to see it, bro. We won't be there. Because you can't beat life. The cycle of life is the cycle of life, man. Solomon was one of the richest men that ever lived, dog. He had to die just like he came in. He couldn't take it with him. So all these people that are running around, man, all you Diddy apologists, all you guys that have every answer in the book, when your life comes crumbling down, we won't be there to see the smoke. Okay? But just hopefully you'll remember the stuff you said before. That's all. Keep that same energy when you come home and you see the 3-day notice on your door. Just have that same energy when they tell you this is your last day, here at Petco. You won't be stacking that damn Alpo dog food no more. Just keep that same energy when your raggedy ass car finally breaks down for the last time. Just keep that same energy, dog. When your health goes bad, just keep that same energy, man. When you find out your girl has been definitely sleeping with the entire clique, we ain't gonna feel sorry for you, bro. You don't feel sorry for what happened. You don't feel sorry for what happened to Cassie. Y'all think, oh man, this is what it is, and it was a shakedown and this, that, and the other. Okay, Look at all the celebrities that's mouth is shut right now, dog. As much as these people love their social media, the past week, the couple of days, they haven't posted nothing. Go to anybody that you know is affiliated with Diddy and his situation and go look at their social media and see if they've said anything. They got Twitter, they got Facebook, they got Instagram, they got Snapchat, they got TikTok. They ain't said shit. Not a word. Because you know why? Because they was at them parties, bro. They was at them parties, and the feds got all the videos. They got all the laptops. They got all the security footage. They got everything. So the best thing is, I ain't got nothing to say because I ain't trying to have nobody look at me. That's what it is. Okay? But the apology to me, let me see if I can let y'all see it. I'll put it on my iPad and let y'all see it. It doesn't make no sense to apologize, homie. And then apologize and you don't even say the person's name. You should have been at least said the girl's name. It just goes to show he don't got no respect. You don't got no respect for it, dog. You don't got no respect for it. And once again, 666, I see you. Salute to the people that they said they were crazy, man. It's always the people that the public and the media tries to paint as crazy are the ones that are the savants. Those are the ones that have been telling the truth. I've been hearing for years that Kanye West is crazy. He's off his rocker. He don't know what he's talking about. I've been saying it on this channel for years. Kanye ain't crazy. What's making him seem like he's off his rocker is all the stuff that he has been holding in and he hasn't been saying. Okay? Now it's looking like he knew what he was talking about. Because he said Diddy 2 years ago. He mentioned Diddy's name 2 years ago, dog. He's been posting stuff about Diddy for the last 3 or 4 years. Okay? When he was going through a situation, he posted a text message between him and Diddy. And Diddy was like, hey, man, tell me where you at, man. We got to talk this out. And he said, fuck you. You the feds, quote unquote. Still on the social media. Oh, dog, he's crazy. Oh, dog. Katt Williams, when he came out and said in 2024, all lies will be exposed when he was on Shannon Sharp. Oh, man, he's a drug addict. Katt Williams is on drug. Katt Williams has never been convicted of a drug in his life. He has no drug charges on his record. He smokes weed. That's it. But since he's out here saying something that goes against everybody else, he's crazy. How crazy is he? Did he mention Diddy? Did he mention the parties? Hey, Diddy wants to party. And you got to tell him no. Quote unquote. Like I keep telling you guys, man, at no time I was just like, yeah, I've been hearing stuff. I've been in the entertainment business a long time. I know a lot of people. Okay? I've never been to a Diddy party. Okay? Never. Not because I didn't want to go. It's because I didn't have access. There's a certain people that could go to those kind of events, bro. There's certain people. Like, you got to be vetted. Okay? You can't just be walking in there. They ain't just going to have somebody just walking around. Like, everybody has to be vetted and everybody has to be vouched for in there. Who's that? Oh, man, that's da-da-da's, who's da-da-da's, who's da-da-da's people. Like, you had to have it like that. It was like, no, you just ain't showing up. Oh, I'm bringing my 3 people, me plus 3. It was never you plus 3. It was you plus 3, who they are. Who are they? Okay? That's what it is. All right? But that apology was a waste of time, bro. And I don't know who advised him. I don't know who Diddy publicist is. I don't even know if he has PR right now. But to me, that was a waste of time. Just a waste of time, bro. To even say anything like that. Let's see. All right, I'll just play it again. I ain't trying to show his face, man. But just understand he's looking pathetic, man. See him? You know what, man? You know what, man? Who cares, man? This is fame. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see if I can let y'all see this dude, man. See this cat, man. All right, hold on.
To reflect on the darkest times in your life, sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Y'all accept that, dog? Now, I'm going to tell you something, bro. Look at the rooftop, bro. Does that look like somewhere in LA, dog? That looks very tropical. That looks very islandy. This cat might not be in the States. I'm looking at it, bro. If you look real close, that's like grass, like hay on the roof. Look at the roof. Look at the roof. Let me give you guys good close. Does that look at the hay? Is that like look like that's Cali? Look at the hay, bro. Is this dude is Diddy on a deserted island? Is he on Gilligan's Island? Is this nigga on Gilligan's Island, bro? Man, is he out there with Gilligan and the skipper and shit? Hey, dude, he might be in Bali, bro. He might be in Bali with Russell Simmons. Let's not act like Diddy is the first hip hop mogul to be in this situation. It's been about 10 years with Russell Simmons. Been about a decade. When Russell Simmons was going through the same kind of situations, there wasn't no video, but there was allegations about, SA. I ain't gonna say what SA is. You should be smart enough, but some people may not be smart enough. And DV charges. So he sold all his assets. Remember, he had Fat Farm. Remember, I mean, this seems like it's just like a repeat. Russell Simmons he had already sold Def Jam already. But he had Baby Fat with Kamora Lee Simmons. A lot of you ladies was wearing Baby Fat 10 years ago. He had Fat Farm. A lot of y'all, might have been wearing Fat Farm when you was in high school or elementary school. He had Fat Farm. He had a bunch of different entities that he was involved in. Def Comedy Jam, other stuff that he still owned. Hella Publishing. He liquidated all of that. Liquidated everything, bro. Liquidated all of his stuff, man. Went to Bali. Was set up shop, and had his lawyers basically in court with him, settled all these cases out of court, Now he's in Bali, okay? Bali in Indonesia. Why is that important? Because Bali doesn't have any extradition laws. There's no extradition laws in Bali. In other words, we don't have any type of we don't have no type of treaty or any type of situation that we have an agreement for. If a crime has been committed with us, we have an agreement that we'll look out for you and we'll look out for us. If somebody is a fugitive, you'll go and use your resources to grab them and send them back to us, and vice versa. Bali does not have that. That is a country that they're like, hey, you got some money, you're going to put money into the economy, you're good. So Russell Simmons has been living over there. Now let's understand, Russell Simmons has been going back and forth to here in LA because there's been sightings of him here. Okay, you'll see TMZ catching him coming out of a Jamba Juice or something every once in a while. So he's not on the run, but let's just understand that he has found his peace in another country where they're not going to judge him and he doesn't have to worry about it. Okay. Based on what I saw, that looked like he was somewhere where they have huts. That looked like a hut to me. That didn't look like a building. Okay, looked like a hut. All right. So once again, man, I just listened to the apology for the second time. I didn't hear Cassie's name being mentioned, bro. I mean, I was always taught if you're gonna apologize to somebody, you direct it to whoever you need to apologize to. But hey, at the end of the day, why even do it? I think this hurts him more than it helps him, dog. To be honest, I mean, to people, it's obvious that you didn't apologize to him, to Cassie. You didn't apologize to her. So what's the use? Okay, if you're truly sorry, whether look at it like this for all the people, because like I said, I already know what you guys are gonna. A lot of you guys are saying, well, he might have apologized to her in private. He might have apologized to her years ago. He might have, the money that he paid her as an apology. Nah, dog. Nah, because now it's public. Now, once that video was released by CNN, how did CNN get the footage in the first place? It was under wraps for 8 years, bro. 2016 was 8 years ago. It came out yesterday. Okay, how did it get out? Who put it out? Who leaked it? I know it wasn't him. I know for a fact Diddy did not leak that. How did it get to CNN? How did it get to the proper place to send it? You could have sent it anywhere. You sent it to the ESPN of news. How did it get there? These are the kind of things that people don't want to think about. So since it came out and now she's been publicly humiliated, this is why when people say he doesn't owe her an apology, this is how we know that you're the bane of society and you shouldn't be around us. You're allowed to be around, but you can't be around us civilized people. This is being around civilized people is not for you. You just need to go and be with the people that are like you. Okay, the cavemen, like the Geico cavemen, you need to be around the Geico cave people. Don't be around us because we're civilized. When the video came out and it was publicly seen by the entire world, how vicious and how brutal you were to that woman, kicking her in her head while she's on the ground, when you were at no time being threatened, threw her around, drug her down the hallway, you have to issue a public apology to that person because now everybody has seen it. So now you have to apologize again. You don't get to say, I apologized 8 years ago. You apologize when nobody knew about it. You apologize when it wasn't national news, when your legacy wasn't in jeopardy, when your fortune wasn't in jeopardy, when your status in hip hop as a mogul wasn't in jeopardy. Yeah, you apologized then, but now it's different. You have to apologize again. You have to apologize again to that woman, bro. You have to do it again because now we're offended. Now you have to do just like you apologize for yourself, because he apologized for himself. Remember? Didn't you see it? You saw it and you heard it. I feel disgusted. I went to rehab. I went to go to talk to a psychologist. I am working on being a better man. I. At no time did he mention anything else. He said, I'm sorry. He didn't say, I'm sorry, you guys. His apology wasn't even addressed to us. It was addressed to himself. He's apologizing to himself. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm going to apologize to myself, basically. I'm not looking for forgiveness. He's like, so what does that mean? He doesn't even care if we forgive him or not. All right? But you don't get to say he already apologized to her when the world knows about it now. When she walks down the street, they're going to be looking at her crazy. When she's walking with her kids, walking with her family, she's going to be the one that's going to be getting snickered at and looked at like, wow, damn. Didn't you go on here and do this? Like I said, man, you can't help everybody. Some of you guys are destined to like I said, man, Geico cavemen out there. Okay? It's all good. We're laughing at you too. All right, let me read you guys' comments, man. All right, see what's going on. But hey, I think that pretty much sums it up. I don't think that helps him at all. I think that was a bad PR move. If you're gonna apologize to her. How hard was it to say her name? You were with her a long time. He was with Cassie like 10 years, bro, like a decade. So like I said before, man, some people they're not understanding what it is. Okay, he could have got out in front of this. He once he found out it was coming out, somebody gave him a heads up. He should have came out and got ahead of it and said, hey, I just want to apologize. The video that's coming out, blah, blah, blah. He didn't even do that. He didn't do it. I know Raider guy, man, Diddy's just talking because he got caught. I mean, that's typically what happens. That's typically what happens, man. You're only sorry because you got caught. But when you were doing it, you were very confident. Flex Money in the house was going on. Make sure you guys like the video. Tip your bartender. Get your clothes for the summer, man. MatthewShackUnfiltered.myshopify.com. Carlos Sanchez in the house. Gerald Davenport, where you are, man. GD, ain't seen you in a minute. Smoking Pots laying down new guitar tracks today. Hey, man, that's dope. That's dope, man. Trust me, man. The album is almost done, dog. My new album is gonna be Pots. You gonna hear some real good guitar in this joint. Cause I'm just like you, dog. I could rip a guitar. Okay. Brian Rodriguez said Pinocchio is Diddy. Hey man, I wouldn't even give that's slandering Pinocchio. That's slandering Pinocchio. Pinocchio was basically a kid. He didn't know what he was doing. Okay. Geppetto was trying to teach him to stop lying. He had to learn the hard way. Hey, and I'm telling you right now, Diddy's a grown ass man. Diddy 54 years old, bro. Let's understand, man. This dude's 54 years old. He ain't no kid. Okay, follow me on Twitter, man, at Shaxa21. Chris Leonard. How is this animal not locked up after everything's been exposed? Let all of me and let some other regular guy's person. Yeah, but that's the privilege of having money, Chris. The privilege of having money is that you don't get the treatment of a normal person. His rich and his fortune and fame is definitely keeping him out of jail at this point. But the problem is the potential federal charges. Like that'll help you on the local level, help you on the city level, help you on the county level, might even help you on the state level. But if the Homeland Security is the alphabet boys, bro, those people that raided both of his mansions simultaneously here in LA and Miami, they raided it at the exact same time. They coordinated it at the same time. That was Homeland Security. That is an alphabet organization. That is an FBI, DEA, ATF. Okay. That's Fed. And for all the cats that I knew that were on the blocks and they were on the streets, and some of them did Fed time, the ones that I know that did Fed time, and they came out, they told me Fed time is totally different than being at San Quentin or being at Lompoc or being at the state prison level, being at them. When you're at Leavenworth in Kansas, that's a whole different situation. Federal prison is not fun at all. Not to say that state prison, but it's a lot more freedom in state prison. You spend a lot of time in solitary. You spend a lot of time by yourself. You might not ever see nobody. You isolated. Okay? And, hey man, feds didn't spend all that money just because. All right? I know Raider guy liked the video. Sharon Marshall said exactly. Roll the eyes. Yeah, I'm just, let's just understand, man. Sharon, just to let you're a woman, just to let you know. I mean, women are totally not given that same level of respect when things happen to them, dog. Like it just gets poo-pooed off like it's not a big deal, bro. It's not a big deal, and it's pretty much men that's doing it, But like I said before, man, let it would happen to somebody that they actually cared about. They might have been willing to get some football numbers behind it. Let's let it be like they sister somebody. I know cats that would have went, the normal cats that just go to work every day. They got access to a pistol. They would have went over there and handled somebody kneecaps at the very least would have been shot off. Okay, but like I said, man, you can't raise these people. It's too late for them. Okay, brother Trife, man, what's good? You already know all day, every day. You got it. Bev, what's going on, sis? Okay, Unfiltered Fam, Chris Leonard. He said in his statement, he just to have it out there. He's not sorry at all. I mean, sorry is an action, bro. When you're sorry, you act sorry. When it's a behavior. That's even better. Okay? When you love somebody, you behave like you love somebody. When you're sorry, you act like you're sorry. Words don't mean nothing, though. People talk all the time. Okay? Don't mean nothing. All right? Carlos Sanchez, exactly. What about her and her family? But they don't care about that. They don't care about that, dog, because Cassie hasn't done anything culturally. She hasn't, she was out with Ryan Leslie, and he took her from Ryan Leslie, and he promised her all these things, but you can't name a Cassie song. I can't even name anything. She's got records out and stuff out, and I can't remember anything. I literally cannot remember a name of a song. If someone says, Shaq, here's $1,000, you name a Cassie song right now, I'll be like, like I really can't think of any name. Like I can't come up with a name. So she's totally somebody who has not done anything to the level of a Diddy. You say Diddy, you can just run. Flavor in your ear, you could just run. Like you can name 10 joints easily. Okay, you can name groups, songs, moments. You can name all kinds of stuff. Diddy is culturally stamped in hip hop. Okay, so who are you going to have more of affinity for? You're going to have more of affinity for somebody you can identify with, somebody who you had moments with, somebody who was a soundtrack. I said it yesterday. The Bad Boy catalog is a part of the soundtrack of my life, bro. Those 90s and all that stuff, dog. Those songs, along with other songs, man, it's ingrained in my life, bro. I hear a song, it takes me back. I'm in the mall. I'm a grown ass man, dog. I'm in the mall with my wife. My wife bought hella stuff. I had like 6 bags in my hand, including my Jordans that I got yesterday. Don't let me pull those out. And they started playing All About the Benjamins. I just automatically started bobbing my head to it. I'm like, oh damn. And then I looked around and everybody was doing the same thing. I'm like, okay. But nobody cares about her family, Los. They don't care. Okay. Brian Rodriguez says he talked about himself only. You guys heard it for yourself. I let you guys see it. Because, well, it's me, that's AI. People now, I mean, the excuses is just astronomically crazy. Maybe it was AI. So I was like, let me go ahead and just let you see the actual video. Until they come up with AI video, seeing videos, what has to happen. Smoking Pots, he's not even sorry about getting caught. He's sorry because he puts him in a bad light without defense. I mean, he said, man, there's no excuse. I mean, it's not a matter, there's no excuse. There's no escape. Pots, there's no escape. It's like, oh, there was no excuse. Dude, there's no escape. As long as there wasn't any video evidence, there's going to be a certain people in the population who wasn't going to believe it. There's a lot of rappers like Slim Thug. Slim Thug was out there grilling Cassie. He had to come out with an apology yesterday. He was grilling Cassie when it first came out, talking about, it's a money grab, man, ain't nobody, where's the evidence? You need more evidence than this and that. And then when the video came out, he had to apologize and went on this thing, say, man, I'm sorry. I want to apologize. Now, he apologized. I apologize to Cassie, man. I was wrong, and I apologize for not understanding the gravity of it. That's how you do it. You apologize. You say somebody's name. How hard is it? I'm willing to say that Diddy said probably 300 or 400 words in what he was in that apology. Maybe, possibly, at least a couple of hundred. He didn't mention that lady name at all, bro. He hasn't said that lady's name probably since this has been over with. He seems like the type of cat that her name is banned around him. Like, you say her name around him, you fired. Like, he looks like he's that type of cat. Like, never bring her name up in my presence again type of cat. Okay, Daniel Berry Sports, what's going on, man? Mortal 16, what's going on, Darren? What's up, Shaq? I'm here in your area, Long Beach, LA. Oh, man, yeah, hell, you down there in the LBC. Okay, it's all good, man. Yeah, Sean Combs is a sick man. And like I said, dog, like, Darren is, my boy, Immortal 16 is one of the best drummers out there, dog. He's in the game. And, we all who have been in this industry have heard things. And when you hear it from different people, from different walks of life, it ain't coming from one source. We're hearing it from multiple people, and people speaking under their breath and blah, 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 doing all of that. It's been going on for like 30-something years. We've been hearing all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay? There's stuff that I've heard that I'll never repeat. It's not my job to repeat it. Plus in today's climate, you damn near got to have a CCTV footage for anybody to believe anything. Okay? And I'm just telling you, a lot of the stuff that's coming out is stuff that's been mentioned. I've heard in conversations and different situations. But hey, man, like I said, man, who wants to be the one to fall on the sword, Darren? Who wants to be the one? It took her to come out. And when they settled the next day, he settled fast. Okay? But guess what? If he really could have tied this whole thing up and took care of it as far as paying her and having everything all Trump tight. But he didn't do that because he never had to. He's able to get out of it however he was getting out of it, allegedly. God. Yeah, Daniel Berry's always somewhere, man. Daniel Berry's always here. Okay, salute to Daniel Berry Sports. Chris Leonard. There's also a clip of Cassie covering himself up after the attack in the street, going live, still trying to belittle her. Trash. Yeah, I'll go ahead and mention that. because I don't know if I'm going to have time to make another video about it. Now, everybody has seen up to the point where he started dragging her by her hair down the hallway. Okay? They haven't shown anything else. Here's the issue. Did you see how far Diddy ran down the corridor, how far he ran down the hallway? Did you see how far he ran to go get her? He was way at the end. Where did he drag her all the way back? Like, there's more footage. Second of all, I seen the extended version on CNN where she was actually picked up the courtesy phone. Okay, she picks up a black courtesy phone in a hotel where you pick it up and it goes straight to concierge. She picked it up. Okay, that's when he grabbed her again, and because they cut it, they were like, man, we're not going to show all of it, but we're just going to show enough. And she picked up the phone and he grabbed her and threw her down and did some other stuff. Had her and was hitting her or something. So what was said in the statement after that, because the hotel had to put a statement out, they said that Cassie actually did come downstairs to concierge. This woman had just been beat up. All right. They advised her to leave the hotel. All right. This ain't alleged. Go look at, I'm just telling you what was said. They said for her to leave the hotel. They think it was in her best interest to leave the hotel. Okay. She leaves the hotel and goes to a girlfriend's apartment. Okay. Hours later, she comes back to the hotel, brings all her stuff back. And they advised her, don't come back. It's not a good idea for you to come back. And she was like, no, it's good. I'm okay. And they let her back in the hotel because it's private property. And she went back to Diddy's room. Now, why would a woman who just got beat up like that come back? Because from what everybody else is talking about, oh, well, you know, she could have left and she could have did this. She did leave. The report came out from people that was actually, when they did the police statement and all that stuff, said that Cassie was asked by the staff to leave. They didn't ask Diddy to leave. Diddy the one that's paying. They asked her to leave. She left. She went to a girlfriend's house, and a couple of hours later, not even that many hours later, she came back to the hotel. She tried to enter. They stopped her. They said, what are you doing here? She's like, well, I'm back. They're like, we don't think it's a good idea for you to stay. You shouldn't stay here. And she's like, no, I'm okay. And they let her back in. So why would a woman that just got beat up like that come back several hours later? You tell me why. Let's see how smart a lot of you guys are out there. You tell me why she decided to come back after she was asked to leave by the hotel. And she came back a couple hours later. Let's see how smart you guys are. See if you guys can figure that out, since you guys know everything else. Remy the Rebel said he already apologized to her with millions of dollars. How do you know? Did you actually see the transaction? How do you know she got paid? Like I said, man, you guys will believe anything. How do you know she got her money? Just to show you, Remy, how you're one-dimensional in your thinking. There's rumblings here in Los Angeles that the reason why the video was released is because he never sent the money. Smarten up, Remy. Like I said, man, a lot of you guys are being played by the media. There's a lot of talk here in Los Angeles amongst people that are in the business saying that when it came down to send the wire transfer, Diddy didn't send it. And she's been trying to get the money and she didn't receive it. And that's why the video came out. That's one of the things that's being said. But like I said before, you know everything, Remy. You know everybody involved, bro. And JPNO said, yeah, facts. Like I said, there's always going to be more than one. There's always going to be more than one. Okay. Unknown said, Remy the Rebel and Diddy is a monster. Like I said, man, you can't save some of these guys. Some of these guys, they're logically illogical. But that's the word. The word is, didn't I just say earlier in this video, how come the video got released? From what is being said, Diddy never sent that money. That's why. That's what a lot of people are saying. People that are actually in the business, not somebody who's on here with a fake name and a fake profile. Okay. Angel Holly said, Faith Evans or Mary J. Faith can sing. I think Faith definitely Faith can outsing Mary, but Mary's my girl though. Mary's my girl, but Faith can definitely outsing Mary, but it's not about outsinging Mary. It's about the feeling you get when you hear Mary. Mary, when she sings, you could feel everything she's doing. So I'm definitely pro Mary J. I love Faith too, but Mary's my girl. Faith was married to Stevie J for a hot minute. Yep. All right. Um, Angel Holly, Diddy, and Faith are brother and sister. No, I don't think that they're blood related at all. Some men said law enforcement. I can't call it. Um, like I said, man, I know Raider guy can go and handle that. Um, what's going on? Justin saw what's popping this Sunday. Oh man, these games. We had a good Saturday yesterday. The boxing match was amazing, man. Tyson Fury got his doors blown off, got his nose swiped. That was beautiful. Then we saw the game last night with the Dallas Mavericks, and I'm gonna watch these two game sevens. So that's what's going on, bro. Uh, um, Channel deleted. LA always presses charges on behalf of the victims, even if the victim downright does not want to press charges, except for Diddy because he's an agent. I heard that too. Channel deleted is somebody who digs beyond what the media tells you. Okay? And then he says they can't touch him because he's a Fed. That right there, Channel deleted is way more advanced than a lot of you guys on here. Channel deleted is not a person that just takes what the news tells them. Channel deleted is saying something that I also have been told. That the reason why Diddy has not been arrested is that he is working with the authorities. I heard that too. Okay? Salute the Channel deleted because he's not an idiot. Or she could be a she too. But a lot of you guys on here, man, guys are sheep. Okay? And sheeps get sheared. And they make lamb chops out of sheep too. Okay? Yeah, Chasing 28. You already know. Come on, Chasing 28. Just to let you know I'm not a fugazi. Okay, Yankee fan since 77, bro. All right. I know Raider guy in the house. Okay. LAPD, no jurisdiction over him. Cali has no jurisdiction over him. Channel deleted. Channel deleted. You on to something, my dog. You on to something. Okay. All right, yeah. Keep putting that up, Chasing 28. We need to sign Juan Soto, man. We need to get Juan Soto locked in. Okay. Dominic Saeed said he's just trying to better his image. He ain't fucking sorry, dude. I mean, how can you fix your image, bro? How can you fix your image on that? Like the only thing you can do is let time handle it. You know, time would handle it. I mean, you got to look at people who had situations. Kobe was able to rehabilitate himself over time. Chris Brown has been able to get past the Rihanna situation. You know, it's gonna take time. It's been, you just think about the Rihanna and Chris Brown situation. It's been like 15 years, bro. That was what was he like 2020? What 2015? 20? Okay, it's been like 9 or 10, almost 10 years. It's been a decade. Nobody even brings it up anymore with Chris Brown because Chris Brown kept putting out songs and hits and kept doing it, and then you just get to the point where it's like, man, that was a long time ago. Plus, when it happened, you know, Chris was what, 21 years old. You know, he was really young. Diddy, when that happened, that was 8 years ago. He's 50, he's 54. So he was what? He was 46 when it happened. I mean, come on, man, it's a big difference. You 46 and now you 54. It's different than when you're 21 and now you're 30, 35 or whatever. When Chris Brown's 34, I think. Big difference. Okay. Kiera said exactly. Rodney Wilson said damage control. Kiera Demas said he's a real narcissist. I mean, like I said, dog, all I heard was me, I, and him. I didn't hear nothing about her. Okay. I think the ladies would have definitely wanted to hear you mention her or some type of feminine verbiage. Her, she, you know, something. I didn't hear that. I I heard I and God and I'm doing and that's all I heard. Watch Raider, man. What's the point of releasing a video after it's settled to help the? Okay, let's see. All right, so watch Raider. The point of releasing the video after it was settled was to help the other cases against them. It's like a background check for a job. You do something in your past that would affect your future. Okay, I could see that. But when you're dealing with the feds, that's not going to help you, dog. Like the evidence is mounting up. The guy who he just had in his plane just got off. They're not. He's not doing any jail time. He's not doing anything. You don't think he was in there telling? He was telling. Everybody's telling. So here's another thing. There's another thing for definitely these people on here that are trying to act like they're really hitting points when they're talking about she got paid, so that's the apology. You guys really think that you guys are hitting home runs when you guys are actually striking out. Do you know that this video and a settlement and a non-disclosure agreement is not admissible in a federal RICO case? All they got to do is subpoena her to come in and testify or come in and give a statement. They can have Cassie on the phone right now and say, Cassie, we need for you to come here, or we'll come to you, and we need a formal statement from you regarding this incident. She can't say, oh, well, I got paid $30 million and I have a clause. I have a keep my mouth shut clause. I have a NDA. Because you'll be what? You will be charged for interfering in an investigation. In a federal investigation, you don't get to say I can't talk. You're impeding a federal investigation. We don't care about your NDA. So for all y'all out there that swear on your life that this was good enough, don't let the feds subpoena her or bring her in and she has to make a formal statement, because this is the government we're talking about. Like I said before, man, a lot of you guys, man, you guys may need to, you guys were asleep in civics class. You were in 8th grade when the civics class was going on. You were throwing spitballs or you were digging in your nose. You weren't paying attention to how this works. Okay, what's going on, Booze? My boy Booze in the house. Kiera, man. Like first you ain't do nothing. Like all they want is money and shakedown, boy. Now, boy, you're done. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. All the ladies that I know, Diddy done, dog. One thing about women, they could be different races, different religions, different creeds, colors, different sexual orientations, different sizes, different shapes, different heights, different. One thing that they do, they're united when it comes to certain things. And when that happened, every woman I know is done with Diddy, bro. It doesn't matter if your grandmama, auntie, the home girl, the neighbor. Women are done with Diddy, dog. He's done. The only people who are still trying to keep hope alive are these dudes running around, bro. Are these dudes out here saying reckless, crazy ass shit. But all the women is done. And when the women is done, the smart men are done. Okay, I'm just trying to help you guys out, man. Those of you guys that are got the freedom to run around and talk reckless, y'all ain't got no girls. I mean, you ain't got no ladies, dog. You ain't knocking nothing down. Okay? You got a can you got the you went to Amazon and bought a case of KY jelly, bro. And you still in internet and on somebody else's OnlyFans account. You definitely don't have no women in your life that you really are hanging out with. You don't hang around with enough women for you to be talking the way you're talking. We already know that you solo dolo, dog. We already know it's your palm and 5 of these every night. We know that because any woman definitely wouldn't be letting you sleep with them talking the way y'all talking. That's how we know you. That's how we know you're drier than a Mojave Desert. That's how we know. Okay? That's how we know. The more you talk, the more we know you ain't getting none. We know. Just keep posting, keep writing, keep saying crazy shit. That's how we know you ain't active. Okay? All right? A no-rater guy. God don't like ugly. Never has. The diddler, diddly better. He hoping to pray murder charges don't top with him. That's another thing. The Keefe D charges. Like I said, it's not over. Keefe D is the guy that got arrested for Tupac's murder. Those of us who know, I know that a lot of you guys may already be familiar with Keefe D. For years was on Vlad TV talking to DJ Vlad and running his mouth on how this was involved and this person was involved, and he has said it very clearly that Diddy was somewhere, some kind of way, was implicated or involved with Tupac's murder or the planning of it. He's mentioned it, so he's on trial in Las Vegas for that. Don't let him start talking to the feds too. So like I said, it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. But like I said before, we're not worried about you guys out there, man, who the closest you're going to get to a woman is the one you're working with in the next booth. Okay. 666, maybe if she pitchforks and torches on the horizon. Hey man, I wouldn't want to be that man, dog. That man has all the money that his heart desires, but if you're a pariah walking around the streets, it ain't gonna do you no good. It look like he's on that island, bruh. And I said that's where I would be too. Okay, where my money does all my talking for me, bro. All right. Kiara Demas in the house. Exactly. Unknown Raider got facts. Chris, man. Oh, Diddley has been on top of right for a while. Yeah. Anyone defending Diddley puts their hands on women themselves. Like I said before, man, there's a lot of men that hate women. And you could tell they either have mommy issues, they mommy left them, okay, you know, or a girl that they really thought had they back decided to go and fool around with somebody else or leave them high and dry. But there's a lot of men out there that hate women, bro. They hate women. They love to see women suffer. And anytime a woman gets something that's justified, anything, or she got paid, or you just got to be able to read between the lines, bro. They don't have no love for the ladies out there, and the ladies don't have no love for them. Okay, that's how you know. All right, like I said before, I'll let you guys get on here and say whatever you want to say. You the guys are one out here looking crazy. I'm not looking crazy. You are. All right. So just keep popping it. All right. And even though we don't know who you are because all you guys hide behind a fake profile, what I will say is this, man. In your life, people know. That's why you never social nobody. You ain't dating nobody. Ain't nobody fooling with you, dog. Like nobody even want to see you. You have no options, man. Okay, you don't get invited to no weddings. You don't get invited to nothing, dog. You the person that they're like, hey, man, make sure you don't invite him. Okay, nobody wants to see you. None of that. Watch Reddit. They're building a case on Diddy. That's all. Just like they do in other cases. Yeah, it's going down, dog. I mean, the feds are the wrong thing to mess with, bro. Okay. The Moke said Diddy was doing the same shit Suge was doing. Why are people surprised? The only difference is Diddy knows how to hide it better, and people know how to not anymore. Where there's a difference between Suge Knight and Diddy. The difference between Suge Knight is that Suge Knight was gang affiliated. So Suge's situation, he was already on the radar early. He didn't have the opportunity. Got to understand, Suge Knight, this is his second prison term. Okay? People forget. He went to prison for the Orlando Anderson beat down in the MGM Grand Hotel the same night that Tupac got shot. Okay? He went to prison for that. He got out, and then he went to prison again for him running over his best friend at Tam's Burgers in Compton, running him over in the 4x4. Ran over his best friend because best friend wanted to run a fade, and he ran him over, and then backed up and ran over him again. So Suge has done 2 prison terms. 2. Okay? Puff got off on the Shine case because he said Shine did it. But guess what? Now people are coming out and say Diddy was the one that shot the gun. So remember when he had Johnny Cochran? Okay, Johnny Cochran got him off. So Diddy hasn't done an ounce of jail time. So it ain't the same. All right? You're talking about a man who has a clean criminal record. You're not talking about somebody who's a convicted felon, who has a prison record. So it's not the same. Diddy, this is the first time Diddy's really looking like he's in really serious trouble. And when he had that situation with the gun charge, that was in New York. That was a city and a state case. He walked away. Hasn't spent an ounce of time in jail. A lot of you guys have spent more time in jail. You've been in a holding cell. You ain't never seen Diddy in no holding cell. Okay? You've done more time than him. So I'm just being honest with you. Okay? So it's not the same. Bev said hit the like button if you're in here. Subscribe and share the channel. We appreciate you, sis. Watch Raider. I ain't defending Diddy, but there's nothing the law can do regardless of statute of limitations are up. I already set out of court. Nope. That's wrong. That's wrong, Watts. I just explained it to you. On the state and city level and county level, but on the federal level, they can use it. I just told you that. See, you guys got to understand, man, just because it's Diddy and it's somebody who's black and somebody who's into hip hop, don't make it seem like they don't have laws in place. They created the racketeering laws in 1972, bro, for the mafia. How do you think everybody was getting off? How do you think Al Capone was able to get off for so long? Al Capone went to Alcatraz, not for all the murders, not for all the crime, not for all of that. He went to prison for tax evasion. That's what they got him on. He was responsible for hundreds of murders. He was responsible for prohibition, running illegal liquor, prostitution, all of that. But when it came time to get him, they couldn't get him. They couldn't make nothing stick. What did they get him on? Tax evasion. Okay, y'all go back and watch The Untouchables, man. Like when you guys watch these movies, man, you really need to be paying attention, man. We understand that you shoot them up, bang, bang, and it's exciting and all of that. But pay attention to the storyline. Listen to the dialogue sometimes. Okay? Al Capone went to prison for tax evasion. When they got the guy who had the books, who was the guy who was writing everything down, when they got him, they were able to prove that Al Capone was making millions of dollars and he wasn't paying his taxes. And that's how he got put in Alcatraz. Okay? That's how they got him. Then he came out maybe about 7, 8 years later. The dude had all kinds of venereal diseases. He had syphilis and all of that. And he died. And he died at 48. Because while they was in there, they wasn't giving him no medicine to cure his ailments. They were like, just let his ass rot from the inside out. He finally came out. His brain was all eaten up from the syphilis. And he died. That's how they got rid of him. So all the mafia from all the way up, bro, from there, they started being able to be like, okay, they can't get us on this. We needed to hide how we hide our assets, how we make our money. That's why when you look at all those gangsters from the 50s, and we could talk about all that because I know all that stuff. Okay. All those dudes, man, Sam Sopranos and all of those dudes who was responsible for, allegedly responsible for the Kennedy assassination and all those dudes, they said, we're businessmen. They started having fronts. They started having businesses, real businesses. Oh, I do import, export. Oh, I do this. Oh, I do that. Oh, I'm a restaurateur. Oh, they started having legal business because Al Capone didn't have no legal business. He started having legal businesses and they started saying, this is what I do. I'm not in it. I don't know what you're talking about. And they were able to wash their money and show that they were legitimate businessmen and all of that. They couldn't nail them. Okay. 72. They said, we got to figure this out, bro, because we can't prove nothing. So they created the RICO laws. Okay. Running a continual criminal organization. That's what it stands for. Okay. So they said, since they're saying they're a business, which is how they were getting away with it, we're going to show that they're running an illegal business. That's how they did it. It's like, just like a business. Oh, I'm a CEO, president, blah, 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 woo, 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 vice president, this person, that person, this person. Okay. What did they do? They went and got the mafia. They said, this guy's up on top. It's like they got Gotti, John Gotti. John Gotti is the head of the organization. And then this person's the capo. And then this person is a soldier, and this person's this, and this person's that. And then what's their business? Their business is crime. Their business is crime. It's organized. This person receives orders from this person. Then they have to document how the money is getting up to the top, how the orders are disseminated down. Okay. All of that. And like I said, the simple-minded people, well, what's the problem? The problem is it's illegal. That's the problem. You're not paying taxes on it. You can't pay taxes on illegal money, bro. I don't care how much money. You can't legally pay taxes on crimes, bro. You don't get to rob a bank and say, okay, I stole $1 million. Hey, man, I'm in the 50% tax bracket. I'm going to pay 50% on it. No, it's crime, dog. Now it's organized, which does what? Which puts money into the community to get washed into other businesses. So the RICO statute is how they're putting it together with Diddy. And then you have a whole bunch of other different things. It's not just the money. It's doing stuff across state lines. Okay? Are you doing prostitution across state lines? Are you doing DVs across state lines? Are you paying people off? Are it's racketeering? It's like, look, I'm gonna pay you to not say nothing. I'm gonna pay you to act like you didn't see it. Okay? If I got a bunch of working girls and I fly them from LA and I go down to Miami to my mansion and I'm over there doing freak offs and I'm breaking people off a monthly stipend, that's a criminal enterprise, bro. Across state lines. It's federal. So watch Raider. Everything you said was cool until you said they can't do nothing. Oh, yes, they can, bro. Oh yeah. It's called the RICO statute. The same thing that Young Thug and them guys are going through. You think these dudes are just in Atlanta? Oh, these just some Atlanta niggas out there rapping. Nah, dog. They go to Miami. They go to LA. They go to Vegas. They go to New York. They go down to the Bahamas and shit. Yeah. You're doing crime all over the place. You're crossing jurisdictions, dog. Yeah. So it ain't over, bruh. The drug mule in Puffy's plane, they flew all the way from LA to Miami. They pulled him off the plane. The dude was pocketed up. The dude had packs and packs and packs. They take him in. 2 weeks later, he's walking around. Come on, man. I mean, what do you think this is, bro? Okay, y'all really think that they ain't doing nothing? They raided his house simultaneously in 2 different states. Homeland Security. Why? Because he beat up Cassie in a hotel? No. It's bigger than this, man. This shit is big. Okay. Chris Leonard says Suge Knight is laughing his ass off. That's a fact. Hey, dog, you can hear Suge Knight. Actually, Suge Knight was very protective over Diddy, man. If you listen to his from jail podcast that's on here on YouTube, he's actually was actually kind of trying to protecting Diddy a little bit, dog. You'd be surprised. Suge is a very complex person. I've talked to Suge a few times, dog. Like Suge is you think he's doing one thing and he's doing the total opposite. I'm trying to tell you, Suge Knight is not as like everybody thinks, man. Suge Knight, well, you be think, oh, Suge definitely ain't down with that, and he'll be down with it. Like, but I don't know. I haven't heard him lately since this thing come out. But before, he was really trying to say some things. Okay, but there are 2 different levels, man. Suge is you know, he's active. He's a member. He's a member of the Pyrus, so he's definitely representing. I mean, Diddy's not affiliated like that. Okay. I know Reddick got talking to Watts. Reddick got this is all Derek Carr's fault. It's always Derek Carr's fault, bro. I mean, like I said, even though he don't have nothing to do with it, he could be in church reading his Bible. It's his fault. Diddy did not mention Cassie's name and he doesn't care to be sorry. I mean, it's just obvious, man. But like I said, man, people think that money paying somebody's an apology. I mean, okay. All right, ask the feds. Ask the feds when he paid her off a long time ago. Well, why did they break into his apartment? Break into his apartment. If his apartment is a damn condo in Manhattan for like $20 million. Why do you think they broke into his compounds? That's what I meant to say. That was after the settlement. It's like I said before, man, you can't help everybody. Some people just are going to get it wrong, and that's what it is. Smoking pots is rolling. They're trying to build. They're not trying to build a narrative. They got a narrative. Do you understand that how many judges had to sign off on them breaking in those properties, bro? Like, you have to get court orders to do that. You just don't. Oh, okay, hey man, let's just decide to just go in his compound. Nah. They got enough evidence. They had enough for a judge to sign off on it in two different states. So just letting you guys know, man, this is not over quite yet. Okay. Yeah. Diddy trying to get support. 66 gay planted the seed. Cat watered it. Now here we are. Facts. Like I said before, man, I used to always say when people, oh, Kanye's crazy. I say he crazy like a fox. That boy ain't as crazy as y'all think. He's been saying it. Okay, and then when he said it, guess what he said? I know y'all got shooters. I know y'all can. Why you think I'm saying all of that? Like you don't think that he knows what he's talking about, bro? Because he's saying it in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable. Those guys make you feel uncomfortable. Katt Williams made a lot of people feel uncomfortable. That interview with Shannon Sharp, bro. People were uncomfortable with what they were hearing because people don't want to believe that about the guys that the people that they have affinity for. You don't want to believe all those stories. You don't want to believe all those stories that Katt was saying. He was saying people's names and he was putting stuff out there. People don't want to hear that. You're like, man, I like this guy. Oh, man, that guy's funny. Oh, man, Cass he's just jealous. He's just this. He's just that. He's on drugs. He's this. He's that. Okay. Ever since he said something that's been expose out here. Okay. Yeah, man. Bullseye. Watch Raider. They're trying to convince people that jurors that he's not a problem, and only people you got to convince. Hey, man, like I said before, dude, you know, he get a RICO charge. It's all bad. They got a 90% conviction rate. You guys can slice it up however you want to slice it. Okay, what time is it, man? Okay, man, the game's gonna be coming up pretty soon. Okay, septic. Those people are scared. Be the next one in line. Hence the silence. I would be too. I would be too, bro. If you're not clean, if your drawers ain't clean, bro, you don't want nobody checking yours. Okay, it's that simple. If your drawers ain't clean, you don't want nobody to see the skid marks in your shit. And they ain't saying nothing. But guess what? When they took all that video evidence. See, I could just think about it just from logic. If why not have all that firepower on everybody? Like Katt Williams said, man, and Katt Williams is not on Diddy's level, but what did he say? He said, I spent the last 30 years of my career stockpiling information. I mean, go back and listen to these dudes. I mean, I don't know how y'all listen. I mean, a lot of people, I guess they hear and they don't listen. Oh, I hear you. There's a difference between hearing and listening. Hearing means, yeah, I heard what you said, but it's not processing. It's not computing in my head. Listening means you're actually taking it in, processing it, analyzing the data, and coming up with a hypothesis in your own head about it, whether or not it's to be believed or not. Okay? When Katt Williams said, I have been spending the last 30 years of my career stockpiling information on all y'all out here. And when he came out, he started throwing people's names out there and started saying the names that you heard him say. No stuttering, no pausing, none of that. When the next day he came out, you saw those same people say everything. He's jealous. He's mad because I took it. I'm the big guy. I'm this. I'm that. I'm more popular. My concerts, all that. When they were saying all of that, I was just saying the same thing to myself because I was listening. The one thing I never heard they say is that he was a liar, that he was lying. That's what I was waiting to hear. I heard everything else. He's jealous. He's salty. He's a drug addict. He's this. He's that. He's a criminal. He's. Guess what I didn't hear? I'm like, okay. Get to the part where you said he lied. Didn't hear that, did you? You know why? Because everything they said was subjective, meaning from their perspective. That was their opinion. But if they would have said he lied, then he could have had recourse to say, "Oh, I'm lying. Let me pull out the receipts. Let me take you to court for slandering me, calling me a liar. Now you're saying my credibility is faulty." I didn't hear nobody out of all Ricky Smiley, all these people's names that he was saying, Steve Harvey, all these, he mentioned all these guys by name. I'm still waiting to see or hear that they called him a liar. Because that would have been the first thing I would have said. You say my name? Man, this nigga lying. That's the first thing I would have said, man. I would have, man, fuck this motherfucker. He lying like a motherfucker. That's the first thing I would have said. Lie on me. See what I do. You gonna tell the world all these crazy ass stories? You lying on a nigga? Nah. I'm definitely coming out saying you lying through your yellow ass teeth. Trust me. I didn't hear nobody say shit. So when I saw that, I was like, something's wrong. Even if I was to believe that Katt Williams wasn't telling 100% of the truth, and he might have been embellishing, or he might have been stretching the truth out, or he might have been exaggerating, I know how I would have reacted as a man, and especially as a black man. I know how I would have reacted. Somebody lying on me, slandering my name, saying all these heinous things about me that's untrue. Oh, yeah. Number one, I'm going to let it be known publicly. And number two, you're going to have to see me, bro. You're going to see me sooner or later. I might even be outside your crib now. Or you're going to see me at the award show. Oh, yeah, you're going to see me at the concert. Oh, yeah, you're going to see me at the after party. Or you're going to see me at the premiere. Or you're going to see me, homie. I ain't Katt walking around here free as a bird, bro. Katt walking around here, no problem. Plus, Katt be carrying that thing or two, because he's short. He has a short man complex. You don't want to mess with a short cat with a complex that'll put a hot one in your ass. So, like I said, man, you guys, like I said before, it's up to you to decide what it is you believe, and it's up to me to decide what I believe. And I'm telling you, Katt Williams has kept his word. All lies will be exposed because Diddy lied. He posted something on the same Instagram saying all truth will be exposed. I have been, people are doing these things to me and false accusations, and God has the truth, all right. He put that stuff right on Front Street, and now he's apologizing to you guys, not apologizing who did it. Okay. Sick in the house, man. No Raider guy. What's up, Whittington Thomas? What's going on? Whittington Thomas says, man, that chump, hey, man, like I said before, dog. Anybody who doesn't have any empathy for Cassie, that just shows what you're about. We're not worried about you guys and trying to convince you guys. Anybody who has a mom or had a mother or somebody, woman that they in their life that they loved, a teacher, it could have been a teacher, it could have been the old lady in the hood. Any of you guys walking around here and y'all don't got no empathy for no woman, and after what you seen yesterday, man, that's an indictment against y'all. It ain't an indictment against us. Like I said before, man, just continue to do the Geico caveman commercials. You're not part of us. You're not us. Like Kendrick said, they ain't like us. They ain't like us. Doon. They ain't like talking about y'all. Y'all ain't us. We ain't worried about y'all. We ain't worried about trying to convince you. We ain't going to argue with you. We're not going to try to justify nothing to y'all. That's your life. That's what you got to deal with. Okay. And like I said before, power is in the tongue. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Y'all go ahead and keep and thinking that typing things out ain't coming out, because it's words. Like I said before, when your life is in shambles, we are not going to be there to see it. I'll be eating a tomahawk steak while your life is going into the cellar. I won't even know. I'll be like, can I have some more lobster mac and cheese, please? I'm not even going to know that your life's in shambles, bro. It's not even going to register on the Richter scale. No one's going to know. No one's going to care. You're going to have to live that down, dog. So anybody that's out here talking reckless, we're not worried about it. I'm going to leave you right here so it'll be right in print on this channel that you saying reckless stuff. I don't block nobody. Okay? Moderators, I'll do the blocking. Don't block nobody. I want it to be here. I want it to be on the server. I want it to be in the cloud. I want it to be there. Okay? Like I said, let karma find you through the IP address. All right? But I mean, anybody who got no remorse over that, dog, we just gonna let the universe do its thing on y'all. Okay. Whittington Thomas in the house. What's going on, big dog? Okay, chilling, ready for training camp. Me too, man. Let's make it pop, man. I'm ready to go, man. You didn't give me the details, but it's going down. Brother Trife, the world's intimidated by difference. Yeah, it always has been. It's always been that way. Okay? It's always been that way. When the times Diddy can't even apologize to the woman, it was pathetic. Like I said before, it was all for him. Like when you're a narcissist, you're a narcissist. When you're a narc, you're a narc. That's what it is. Like you can't help it. He really doesn't. He really doesn't understand. Like they didn't even register with him. He did it, and he's like, okay, that was good. That was good. When it wasn't good, he don't have nobody around him that's gonna tell him, yo, dog, you didn't even apologize. Like he doesn't have nobody that can do that because everybody's financially dependent on him. Okay, I'll tell you, man. I ain't gonna mention nobody's name. All right, because if I mention the name, everybody's gonna know these people. All right. Certain people that I know that are related to certain people who are very, very rich, very, very famous, very, very prestigious. And having people around you that will tell you the truth without them worried about their repercussion is the majority of them do not have that. The majority of people who have somebody that is on that level do not have somebody that's willing to step to them and tell them and go against them because of what they provide them. Okay? These people are so rich, so famous, so much money, and responsible for so many people's livelihoods that they'll tell you, do not talk to me about certain things. Yeah, you can make $300,000 a year working for me. Yeah, you could drive my cars. You can use my mansion when I'm not here. You can run females in here. You could ride on the private jet with me. You could do all of that, man. You can go to all the premieres and you can do all this and that. But what you can't do is bring up what I don't want to talk about. They'll say, never bring this person's name up. It could be something that's detrimental. You bring that person's name up, you out. Who else is going to pay you $450,000 a year? You're a convicted felon. Who else is going to let you pay for your car and your house and your this and your that and your kids and live that lifestyle that you can't live without that person? You ain't be like, man, I ain't saying nothing. Man, you tell that nigga, oh man, shit, you know how he is, dog. Fuck, oh man, oh man, I ain't gonna say, yeah. If you think Cassie's name wasn't a death sentence as far as being with me, yeah, it is. You ain't bringing her name up. Do not bring her name up, period. Don't matter if it could help you, hurt you, whatever. You have to go get somebody. You have to be like, yo, man, I gotta go to his lawyer. Or I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, you can't even talk to him about certain things. Like the baby mama situation or something. Like, yo, man, I saw his baby mama. This was happening. That was happening. I said, you tell? Nah, dog. Oh, nah, man. Nigga be going crazy. Nah, dog. I couldn't say. I was like, what are you talking about? Wouldn't I want to know that? He's like, no, you don't understand, dog. Like, there's certain things we ain't allowed to talk about. So you be very surprised how these guys isolate themselves, dog. When you got everybody doing what the fuck you want them to do, you don't know how that feels, bro. You got somebody in your life will tell you assed out right now. You got somebody to tell you out of pocket. Whether it be your mama, whether it be your homeboy, or if you're lucky, you got somebody in your life, male or female, however y'all roll. Because I don't know y'all like that. However you roll, you got somebody that's going to tell you that's out of pocket, that's wrong, that's this, that's that. They're not worried about that they're going to get kicked out. They're not worried about you're going to stop paying the bills. They're not worried about you're going to blackball them in the business. They're not worried about that. They're going to be able to tell you and you're going to be able to deal with it. These dudes, they have enough power and money to keep people's name out of their ear. Just letting you know. Get them likes up, man. As long as we're 50%, man, we should always be at 50% on here. Okay, the likes and the views should always be at 50%. Okay, so let's raise them up to 50%, man, because I'm about to get off of here if it doesn't go up. All right. Whittington Thomas, clearly this dude is overseas. It look like he's over the water to me. Okay. I don't know no grass huts in LA, and I don't know no grass huts in Miami. Okay. Okay. Bev said, shut it up with that fake ass apology. Oh, yeah, I mean, he thought that was a good idea. And you know how I know that he didn't listen to nobody? Because his attorneys didn't tell him to do that. And his publicists and them didn't tell him to do that. He did that because he pays them. He didn't even listen to his advisors. You're supposed to be listening to your advisors, bro. Okay. Les Claypool said it's not in the States. Yeah, it didn't look like it, dog. Skeptic says no therapy for your lifestyle and the things you committed. Nope. He at Russell Simmons' crib. He might be. Might be over in Bali, man. Russell got a nice spot. Russell don't got to worry about nothing. Did you guys see Russell Simmons' 21-year-old daughter on the beach hugged up and kissing on a 65-year-old cat? And Russell Simmons says he's not going to jump out the window over it. Guess how old Russell Simmons is? He's 65. His 21-year-old daughter was on the beach laid up with some fat old ass dude, tongue kissing him down. I'm like, man, I wouldn't want to be these guys. Keep the money, bro. I guess that's just money God don't want me to have. If I have to lose my morals to be rich, keep it, bro. I mean, I got roof over my head. I got food in my stomach. I got a good family, good wife, good son. I can do a few things. I'll keep it like that, bro. But if you tell me, man, I have to go through all that to be filthy rich, you can keep it. Okay. When Thomas said that dude's gone, bro, with Russell Simmons, I know Red guy talking to Bev. Ninja looked like he stressed the F out. Hey, like I said, man, I'd be stressed out too, man. And you know, everything you worked for the past 40 years is gone. He with Russell Simmons. I mean, that's a good place for him to be. Russell Simmons came out and stuck out for him. Said, hey, man, well, you know, man, everybody deserves forgiveness and this, that, and the other. I'm like, well, you know what I mean? Okay. The Reddit guy says that's Indonesia, no extradition laws. Unfortunately, the ones that got into DV charges, they always run there. Yeah, I got friends out there in Jakarta. Well, I got an employee who actually does a lot of work for me who's in Jakarta. Matter of fact, I had him do some stuff for me the other day. He does a lot of stuff for me, man, via the internet. So he's out there, dog. Ain't no reason for me to go out there. Too many bugs out there, dog. We come out here and hang out. Like, nah, dog. And too many bugs out there. Y'all got bugs as big as seagulls out there. I don't like bugs. Okay. Chris Leonard, the award for Best Actor goes to Diddy. With the top of Diddy, where he can't be extradited. PJ said I had the Fat Albert Fat Farm jersey. Yeah, man, that Fat Farm stuff was off the hook. Okay. What are you in here crying for? What happened, mommy? All right, give me. All right, give me a hug. Gotta be a dad for a second. All right, give me a kiss. All right, go in there and here. Take this. Thank you. All right, have a good time, bro. Okay. All right. Yeah, son came in here. Oh no, Raider guy said many elites hide there. That's facts. Willie Thomas says I smell poo poo. Yeah, it's crazy. I know we're talking to no Raider guys. Yeah, the back dog guy hit out there too. Yeah, a bunch of dudes, man. That's Bali, Indonesia. I've been there. I heard this cracking out there, dog. Like I said, my boy's in Jakarta, and you know, like I said before, man, he's been trying to get me out there for years. So I'm like, man, I ain't coming out there, dog. Like I said, man, you got bugs as big as airplanes out there and stuff, man. I don't like bugs. Okay? Bugs bite. I don't fool with all of that. Bev talking about, yeah, got one of the Filipino huts. Yeah, man, that's what it looks like, man. Hey, man, I'll tell you that right now, Bev. Maybe he's in the Bay. Maybe Diddy's out there in the Bay, man. He might be out there in San Leandro somewhere, Bev. I don't know where his ass was at. Okay. I know Reddy got talking to Whittington Thomas. 666 hotel cast keeper cashed out twice. I mean, the way I looked at it, they didn't get paid enough money for that. I mean, they should have had him on the monthly installment plan. And I was like, they did that wrong. You paid 50 grand. Man, rappers go to the strip club and throw 100 bands in the air. That ain't no money. Okay, maybe at the time, but after you had to split it up with all those people to keep them quiet, everybody walked away with $2,000. I'd have been like, man, every month I need 50 grand, Diddy. Every month, bruh. Okay. I know Redder guy, sickening that they have the countries open. Yeah, life is good. Randy Open's finisher finished the punt on Cassie. It was crazy, dog. It was crazy, bruh. I mean, look, dude, how strong is that man's feet? I mean, he kicked that lady. What time is it? I ain't trying to miss the game. He kicked her with his bare feet. I'm like, dude, like, what he do? How rough were your toes, bro? I mean, I'm surprised he would have broke a foot. He really kicked her with some incentive. He didn't have no shoes on. I was kicking nobody like that with my bare feet. Okay, Winton Thomas. Yeah, he didn't say nothing about Cassie, man. That just goes to show you he ain't sorry. Brother Tribe, he has daughters, so maybe that's the root cause of the apology. I mean, he has how many daughters did he have? He has four daughters. He has the twins from Kim, He has the one daughter, Chance. I think her name is Chance or Chase or something like that. I think her name is Chance. And then he has the youngest one that he just posted. That's like she's like 2 years old, and he has 3 sons, including Quincy. So maybe, man, but I didn't hear him say, "Hey, man, I am a guy." Okay, let's look at it this way, Trice. He got daughters, and that's why he apologized. He would have said, "You know what? I got daughters," and he would have mentioned it. He didn't mention nothing with no females at all. I mean, he would have been. I would have sounded a little bit better. He goes, "You know what? I have daughters, and I understand the outrage." He didn't say that. He didn't say that, bro. He ain't getting that from me. All right. Dub Lewis says, every time I pop back in the chat, your hat changes position. Yeah, dog, because I'm actually laying down, bro. Like, come on, dog. This is a fitted cap, bro. This ain't no damn. This cap is $50-something, bro. This ain't. I wear the field stuff. No wonder it's gonna move around, dog. Like I said, this is a real cap, bro. This is a real on the field baseball cap. I'm leaning up against a pillow. Of course, it's gonna move around. Like some of the things you guys notice about what a guy does is kind of a little weird, bro. Yeah, it's a little weird, man. You guys notice things about men a little bit too weird for me, dog. I don't pay attention to a man that much. I'm just being honest with you, man. Where I come from, dog, if it ain't a female, I ain't got no time to be paying attention. You guys notice everything that a man does. Hey, man, you ever notice how when you talk, man, your eyebrow does this? Like y'all pay attention. Y'all real attentive to what a man got popping. Just something just for you to be aware of, dog. Like, I mean, we're obviously not on the same page when it comes to that, dog. I'm never that interested in what a man got going on. Okay. Brother Trifac, you're well versed on many a subject. Thanks for bestowing the knowledge of Unfiltered Nation. That's why I created this channel. I created this channel just for that, because I'm an intellectual. I like to talk, but not everybody has the ability to be intellectual. Okay. Like I said, Dub Lewis is still talking about my hat. You see how we got whole women on here, and women ain't even talking about. It's a man talking about what another man is doing. Like I said, man, there's a lot of strange things that are going on the internet, bro. Like I said, I've never been that interested in a man to be concerned about his hat and his eyelashes, his eyebrow, his this, his that. Like there's something that you guys really need to like figure out. Like you might not want to reevaluate what you've been doing your whole life. If you're that interested, like just rethink it. Like maybe your interest lies in other places, bro. I mean, I'm just being honest with you guys. It's always a guy telling me what I'm doing. All right? Okay. Yeah, Chuck said goodies. Can't forget that one. Facts. That's facts. Okay. Me and you was a Cassie song Elite at each review. I couldn't remember though. That's the point. I mean, I'm sure she's got some songs. Do you guys remember that Cassie was in Honey 3? That movie Honey 3? Do you guys remember Honey 3? Remember the first Honeys had Jessica Alba in it, Honey 1, and then Honey 3 had her in it. Yeah, like I said, man, like she's done some things. Tiff, what's going on, Tiff? What's going on? Said, I saw the video. In my opinion, I see the sadness in Diddy. He was apologizing in the video. What he did was horrible to the girl. He might not be able to say her name due to the legality of the NDA. And man, there's a lot of things that could be said. But like I said before, man, there's a way to say things without saying things. Diddy is media trained. He's been in the media since he was 19 years old. He's been in the media a long time. He could have said things to allude to it. He could have said, I apologize to all the ladies out there. He could have, I mean, I'm not Diddy, but I'm well versed enough to be, Tiffany, I'm well versed enough to come up with a logical way to say something without saying it. That shows intelligence. That shows media trainability. Like I was a celebrity interviewer. I was a journalist. Like I was on red carpets talking to A-list celebrities and having to come off the dome piece. You have to be able to use your brain. You have to be able to know how to conjugate. You got to be able to know how to enunciate and put out things in a way that you're not saying exactly what it is you need to say. He could have said that, and to the ladies out there, I'm truly sorry. I apologize. He could have said that. He didn't have to say that lady name, but he didn't say nothing about a female at all. He didn't say ladies. He didn't say women. He didn't say she. He didn't say her. He didn't say none of that. He said I, me, God, me, I'm sorry. That's it. That's all I heard. Okay. Virginia Hernandez, man, what's going on, man? Oh, we got the catfish in there. What's up, catfish? Hunger Games beings. Yeah, I got you. Okay, Tiffany, this was if this was 2016, why now this video coming out? Who's really behind the demise of Diddy all these years, 8 years later? Well, there's no statute of limitations on public opinion. I mean, just because it was 10 years ago doesn't, 8 years ago doesn't mean that people don't have a right to be outraged. Like that was very graphic. I mean, there was no, and he just admitted to it. So it isn't like to all the people say, well, how do we know that was him? That could, he just came on there and admitted that he did it. So it's like it's 100% him. He verified it was him, and the public who has been supporting him the past 40 years, damn near 40 years, have a right to be insulted. They have a right to be, disappointed. I was disappointed. I ain't gonna hold you. I was disappointed. Okay, because like I said before, his music and his and what he had done in his career has been a soundtrack to my life. I mean, I'm not giving up them songs. It's not happening. It's not, dude. That's like me giving up all those moments that I had. I'm not giving them that up. Okay, but up to 2016 till now, he doesn't deserve my support anymore. I bought Ciroc. I you know how many bottles of Ciroc I bought? Man, my wife would tell you, bro, I had every flavor of Ciroc, bro. I was buying all that Ciroc. I was buying all that. This is a Bad Boy shirt. This album right here is Bad Boy. This album right here, Ready to Die, one of the greatest rap albums of all time, was distributed by Bad Boy Entertainment. I'm still supporting. I'm not throwing away none of my records. I'm not throwing none away my CDs. I'm not throwing none of my 12 inches away. I'm not throwing away nothing. Okay? He still is going to get support up to a certain point. But you don't get to have that come out and us not react to it. You knew about it for 8 years. We knew about it one day. So that's just how I feel about it. I feel about it like we're entitled to feel how we feel about it. You're entitled to feel how you feel about it. But for me, I was like, I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see that. Why would I want to see that coming from a black man who actually made it in this country? He made it to billionaire status. That's two guys, him and Ye, who are from my era, to actually pass the billionaire status, bro, to fall like that, dog. Like, I didn't want to see it, but it is what it is. Okay, he has to deal with it. He did it. He admitted it, and that's what it is. Davis Klein said Will Smith is just as bad, if not worse, than Diddy. Well, the difference is that Will Smith did it where everybody knew it was him. There wasn't no ambiguity about it. And when he did it, we all saw it when it happened. Like, it was immediate. It wasn't a cover-up. That's the difference. If there's anything to be credited, Will Smith did it on live TV on the most watched show that night. He did it on the biggest night in entertainment. He walked up during the Oscars and slapped the host and told him, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." I got to give Will credit, man. If he was gonna crash out, he crashed out in front of the world in real time. He wasn't covering it up for 8 years. It didn't take us a whole police investigation and a leak on CNN. He did that in front of everybody. At least Will Smith, like, I'm gonna do it in front of everybody. That's all I could say. At least we knew as soon as he said it. I thought it was a skit until he came back and sat next to Jada and started cussing. I'm like, this shit was real. And he said, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. That's when we knew it was real. It was happening in real time, dog. It might have been a 3-second delay, but we saw it. This is 8 years ago. Okay, let me get up in bed, get ready to watch this game. I'm not missing this game behind this conversation, but we are having a good conversation. Okay, let's get these likes up, man. We should be at 50%. Okay, let's get these likes up, man, to see if we can get it up to at least the 35, 36 likes. Okay. Davis Klein, a lot of videos out there. Will Smith. Okay, I don't got time. I don't got time for innuendos, man. I'm not looking up there. Why would I want to look that up, bro? Like a lot of you guys, like I said, it's always the guys that have all these things that are talking about, hey man, look up, he was doing this with this person and that person. Like, hey dog, I don't come from that, dog. Like I said, I don't need to see all of that. Like, maybe that's interesting to you, but I don't need to see all of that, dog. I mean, I'll take your word for it, bro. Like, I gotta protect my sanity and protect my eyes and protect my brain. Like, the stuff that you guys stuff that you're intaking into your brain and your a lot of that stuff. I don't want no parts of it. Okay, I don't know what that's gonna do if I seen something like that, dog. Okay, I'll let you guys go ahead and have that. All right. BP life sideways unless he has her things tied up and forced her to come back. BP life always, man. There's people like you that actually think. There's nothing wrong with thinking. There's nothing wrong with you critiquing what information is coming to you. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, people be, well, Shaq, you're looking at it too deep. I'm like, why wouldn't I? It's like I take pride in what's in my head. I take pride for what I allow myself to be exposed to. Okay, it's my job to police what I allow myself to be exposed to. Okay, so if you're gonna tell me something, or I'm gonna see something, or somebody's gonna give me like a scenario on here, you guys are always telling me about all these things. What I do at that point is I decide, is that for me? Is that something that I need to be a part of? No, it's not. That's not. I don't need that. I'm gonna protect my peace. I'm not trying to see all kinds of crazy stuff just because it's out there. And just because you tell me something don't mean I got to take your word for it. I can't even take the police's word for it. I can't take the police's word for it. I can't take the government's word for it. I can't take these celebrities' word for it. I can't take the news's word for it. I can't take nobody's word for it. You think I'm going to take somebody who I never met on the internet who doesn't even have their picture up and don't have their real name up? I'm going to believe you because you posted something up? Like, I analyze everything. Anything that somebody tell me, it's going to process, bro. It's going to go through here and go to ear. I'm going to use this supercomputer, and then I'm going to like, is that bullshit or is that something I need to be paying attention? Should I address it? Should I ignore the shit? Is this person full of shit? Is this person truthful? And then I act on that. I never let nobody influence me, bro. Unless it's somebody who I can trust. Or somebody who I know gonna tell me they gonna tell me what's best for me. Like my wife gonna tell me, she told me something today I did not like. She tell me about something about myself. She's like, you need blah, blah. I was like, I didn't like that shit. But shit, I gotta listen. I'm like, what's her motive? Her motive is to destroy me? No, her motive is to let me know that on this particular situation, I wasn't on point. Shit. Okay. Damn. Thought about it. Like, okay, I'll take that into consideration. Like, okay, maybe you're right. Don't mean that I'm gonna change or I'm gonna be somebody else. This means like, okay, she's definitely saying something that I need to pay attention to. So like I said before, dog, everybody has a right. I'm not here to convince nobody or nothing. I'm just here to tell you, as far as I'm concerned, that apology was bullshit. Okay. Tiffany Vaughn said, I'm sure Diddy is trying to seclude himself and reflect on all this years later. His family secluded resort, protect his own family and children. He does have a responsibility to his family. He has kids. He has minor kids. Okay, the twins, he got 4 minor daughters. All his sons are grown. Okay. Delilah, I know that's one of them. I forgot the other one's name. The twins. I think they're 17. Chance is 17, and then the younger one, she's 2 or 3. So he has 4 minor daughters. So he definitely needs to protect his family, regardless of whatever happens. He has to make sure that those minors are taken care of. Okay. All right, Bev. Okay. Yeah, dog. All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Go ahead. I'm just gonna read a few more comments. Raider Felon, what's going on, man? What's poppin'? Chris Brown doesn't do concerts in the U.S. He's still blackballed. I mean, yeah, dog. I mean, Chris Brown has definitely got, I think that he's definitely been, they've overdone it with Chris. They've overdone it, man. They've overdone it. He's long paid his penance. But they won't even let him perform at the award shows, man. Like, they really are, he's really in the backside, dog. Okay. Yeah, Chris Creer, Blue Mountain said, Diddy's still a king? Yeah, he's a king. Okay. He's definitely that. He's definitely king of whatever he wants to be king of. Okay. Tiffany Devon, maybe he could channel this into a new album and donate the proceeds to domestic violence. I mean, he needs to come up with some kind of situation. He needs to do that. He needs to do something. Yeah, he said he could weasel out of it and still recover. I mean, yeah, it's possible. I just said there've been some reclamation projects. Kobe Bryant did it after what happened in his situation that happened in Colorado. He was able to do it. A lot of people have been able to come out of it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, but I'm telling you right now, all the women that I know, they ain't fooling with him. Raiders all day. Diddy is done, man. That video was the last straw. An ounce of humanity had left flushed down the toilet. That's what a lot of people are saying. Tiffany said there was a lot. Video was extremely difficult to watch and disturbing. It was horrible to see. Thinks it's timely. Okay. Man, King Combs is on demon time about his pop. Yeah, but I don't think it boded well for him. Okay. I don't think that boded well for him. I don't think that helped his dad at all. Okay. Raiders all day with the $10 dono. Forgot to get my weekly dono. I appreciate you. Keep the content going. Diddy done once that video. He lost the ounce of humanity. Keep on. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Raiders all day, man. Thanks for the $10 dono, you guys. All right, the likes are looking better, man. Let's just keep it at 50%. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Blue Melon said Diddy for president. I mean, we've had worse presidents. So yeah, let me get up out of here, man. The game's getting ready to come on, you guys, man. This has been a good talk, you guys. I'm just scrolling to see if anybody else is on here. You're right. This is huge. I mean, it's a big situation, man. We're going to find out. Oh, Eduardo Rodriguez. Did they mention Lucian Grange? You know, he's CEO of everything on. Lucian Grange got himself out of that. He was in the Little Rod lawsuit. The guy that said he produced Diddy, and he said that Diddy essayed him and had him doing all kinds of strange for some change stuff. He had Lucian Grange and UMG and some of the publishers, and but they got out of the lawsuit. So Lucian Grange is not attached to it at all. He got out of it. His name is off of that lawsuit. Okay. All right, just scrolling. My opinion, Katt Williams said this would come to light. Yep. Okay. Lonnie Lucy said, Cassie, dirt tape on underage kids is next. Man, I don't want to see that. I'll take somebody's word for it. Yeah, you guys are saying a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Yeah, but all right, man. You guys, it was good talking to you guys, man. It's good. Got you guys on here. Ricky Smiley did address it on his radio show. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, El Rach. I didn't know that. My opinion said Katt is 5 feet tall, $110. I saw Katt Williams at a stoplight before, man. He was driving a convertible Rolls, man. And he looked like he could barely see over the steering wheels. I was like, yeah, Katt small as hell, dog. But he's somebody you don't want to play with. Okay. All right, man. Okay, you guys, man. Good talking to you guys, bro. Good talking to you guys. We had a good conversation. Salute to all y'all on here, man. Come back after this game. Definitely going to watch this game 7. Lateef, what's going on, Lateef? Okay. Lateef said, if you know Puff well enough, you know it's an empty apology. I mean, he did it for whatever reasons he did it for, but he didn't do it to apologize. He did it for some other reason. Okay. Joe Daniels. He's only sorry he got caught. That man swore up and down none of this happened. Apology changes nothing. Will stood on business. I mean, Will did stand on business, man. I mean, I'm friends with Tony Rock. Tony Rock is Chris Rock's brother. And that whole, I used to hang out with them. Tony Rock and his cousin Dwight and all of them, dog. I used to hang out with them dudes, man. Go to their parties and all of that, man. And I did a live on that. And they hit me up and they were like, yeah, Shaq, you know what you're talking about. And they were like, Will Smith did not apologize. As much as he came out and said he did, he didn't apologize. And Tony Rock and Will Smith were very close like that. And now there's no relationship, bro. So that situation was real, bro. Tony they got a lot of brothers, man. Not that anything's gonna happen, but I'm just being honest with you, man. That's never gonna be fixed. Okay. All right, man. Good to see with y'all, man. Let's go in here and see what's popping out here, man. Let's go see what these games. I'm just posting around. We got Cameron Diaz in the house, man. Cameron Diaz. We always got some kind of celebrity in here, man. What should someone do if parents don't like them? I don't know, man, but that doesn't sound like something the real Cameron Diaz would say. All right, man. Time for game 7s, man. I'll holler at you guys, man, after the game. I'm at the check and filter.